Manchester United bombshell transfer that could change and bring glory back to Old Trafford. Hey there, United fans. Have you been keeping up with all the transfer news swirling around our club lately? It seems like every day brings new rumors about who might be coming or going this summer. With our current league position not where we'd like it to be, it's no surprise that there's so much talk about how Ruben Amorim might reshape the squad once the transfer window opens. Fabrizio Romano, Victor Osimhen open to Man United offer. Victor Osimhen is open to Manchester United's proposal over a blockbuster summer transfer, Fabrizio Romano reveals, but wages remain a key point in any potential deal. Osimhen, 26, is currently on loan at Galatasaray after falling out with Napoli manager Antonio Conte at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium last year. As a result, the Nigerian striker came close to leaving Naples in the summer with Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain, as well as clubs in the Saudi Pro League, expressing interest in the move. However, a combination of Osimhen's £100 million release clause with Napoli and the 26-year-old's exorbitant wage demands prevented a deal from being completed. And, as the summer transfer deadline closed for Europe's major leagues, Galatasaray were presented with a unique opportunity to sign a world-class striker on loan. Given Turkey's window remains open a week later than the rest of the continent, it's proven a brilliant deal as Osimhen has helped fire the Istanbul side to the top of the Super League table with 14 goals and 4 assists in just 19 league games. United's current forward line, comprising Rasmus Højlund, Joshua Zirkzee, Ahmad, Mason Mount, and Alejandro Garnacho, has combined for the same number as a comparison. But the Nigerian international will look to leave the Turkish capital when his loan ends as seeks a permanent transfer at one of Europe's elite or, perhaps, a lucrative switch to Saudi Arabia. The Red Devils are desperate to add a proven number 9 to Ruben Amorim's squad, with Osimhen being one of the only reliable goalscorers on the market this summer. The 26-year-old's release clause in Naples also drops to somewhere in the region of £65 million at the end of the season, further strengthening United's resolve to complete a swoop. However, Osimhen's wage demands prevented a move away from Italy last summer, and the striker will not compromise on this in the coming window. Romano reveals, for Osimhen, respecting his current salary conditions at Napoli is a key point when considering any offers. The Italian transfer guru describes the 26-year-old as open to hearing from Man United, but is equally willing to negotiate with more clubs as well. Similarly, Romano contends a deal for Osimhen is not something being decided now in February at Old Trafford, as it will depend on the budget this summer, which is subject to change based on outgoing transfers and the manner in which the club finishes the season. First Man United summer signing approved after Star says yes to joining even without European football. A star Manchester United value at €40M/£33.2M is willing to join the club even if they have no European football on offer next season. And a report claims the Red Devils intend to pre-agree a deal ahead of an immediate arrival when the summer window opens. For Ruben Amorim to have a fighting chance at Old Trafford, Man United must provide the Portuguese with a squad of players more befitting his system. The winter window ultimately proved to be a relatively quiet one, with only Patrick Dorgu signing up from a first-team arrival's perspective. Additions in multiple positions are being sought for the summer, with another wing-back for Amorim's 3-4-2-1 formation on the agenda. Numerous sources, including David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano, have all confirmed Man United hope to sign Giovanni Quenda. The 17-year-old left-footer can operate up and down either flank, though it's at right wing-back where he played in Amorim's final months in Lisbon. And according to a fresh update from Give Me Sport, Quenda will say yes to reuniting with Amorim in Manchester, even if United don't qualify for any form of European football next season. The Red Devils currently sit 15th in the Premier League table. Their only hope of securing European football next term appears to be winning either the FA Cup or Europa League. Winning the FA Cup would insert United into next year's Europa League. Winning the Europa League would put Man United in next year's Champions League. But per the report, Quenda's mind is already made up and he is open to completing the move, even if Man United lack European football next term. Man United aim to pre-agree Giovanni Quenda transfer. Quenda's deal at Sporting contains a hefty €100 million release clause. But according to trusted reporter Ben Jacobs, who has claimed United have already verbally agreed personal terms with the teenager. A deal can be struck for a much lower sum. Speaking on TalkSport last week, Jacobs said, "The player has agreed verbally personal terms. He's waiting to see if the clubs pre-agree a transfer or wait until the summer. The price Manchester United are looking at is 40 million euros. Sporting want a minimum of 60 million euros. There's a release clause at 100 million euros. If Man United can get this done for south of 60 million euros, it's not only a good signing for the now and the future, and not only a player that Ruben Amorim knows really well, but also potentially another deal they can get without being forced, as they did for example with Rasmus Højlund, to pay more than they ideally want to do." The latest update from GMS has echoed Jacobs' claims with regards to Man United seeking to agree a deal long before the summer window opens. The report stated, "Manchester United are looking to push through a pre-summer agreement for Quenda, and with the player on board with joining, Sporting willing to accept a sum well below the release clause, and the obvious Amorim connection. All the signs do look positive for Man United signing Quenda." Born in Guinea-Bissau in April 2007, Quenda moved to Portugal as a child and joined Amadora-based Club de Mayence at the age of 8. He also spent 2 years in Benfica's academy before joining their arch-rival Sporting CP in 2021. In February 2024, he started a Liga 3 game against Amora and became the youngest ever player to play for Sporting's reserve team at the age of 16. The left-footer showcased his pace and his dribbling ability and caught the attention of first-team manager Ruben Amorim. "He can play in several positions, he has a lot of quality and irreverence. He is another option," Amorim said after naming him on the bench for a Europa League tie against Atlanta in March 2024. Quenda has also shown on the international stage as his performances for Portugal at the 2024 UEFA European Under-17 Championship earned him a place in the team of the tournament. He marked his senior debut for Sporting with a goal against Porto in August 2024 and became the youngest goalscorer in the club's history at the age of 17 years and 95 days, overtaking the likes of Ronaldo and Simeo. The teenager then became the youngest Portuguese player to start a Champions League match during Sporting's 2-0 win over Lille in September 2024. He has also been called up to the senior Portugal squad and was an unused substitute in their 2-1 win over Scotland in the UEFA Nations League. The national team coaches always say that age is not a factor. Quenda showed incredible personality, quality, and adaptability, Roberto Martinez said. "He's a player who likes to make things difficult for defenders. He has technical quality that is not normal for a 17-year-old. He's now in Sporting's first team and has shown incredible personality." Quenda has since made 2 appearances for Portugal's under-21s and registered an assist in a 2-1 win over Andorra. Incredible finisher set for chance to impress Jason Wilcox after being discussed in Man United transfer meeting. Manchester United host Ipswich Town in the Premier League on Wednesday night with Jason Wilcox no doubt watching very closely. Ruben Amorim and Manchester United return to action again as Ipswich Town visit Old Trafford. Amorim's first game as United boss was a 1-1 draw at Ipswich, but he really needs a win on Wednesday night. United drew 2-2 at Everton on Saturday, but fans witnessed a pretty dire performance for the best part of an hour. It's now just 1 win in 5 for United, and Amorim really needs to take his chance against a struggling Ipswich side. Ipswich Town star set for Manchester United audition. This game sees Kieran McKenna return to Old Trafford with the Tractor Boys boss reminiscing about his time at United ahead of kick-off. Amorim will be looking to beat McKenna and push him closer to relegation back to the Championship. Ipswich's visit does give United a scouting opportunity, though with Liam Delap set to line up against Amorim's side. Reports suggest that United are very interested in signing Delap at the end of the season. United are thought to have brought Delap's name up in a transfer meeting before January's deadline day. Both Omar Barada and Jason Wilcox worked at Manchester City during Delap's time emerging as a young talent at the Etihad Stadium. A reunion at Old Trafford may well make sense this summer, with United needing to find a consistent source of goals. Rasmus Højlund's form is a concern, with the Dane now 16 games without a goal, and a new striker this summer is surely a priority. Delap will now have a chance to impress Barada, Wilcox, and other United decision-makers right in front of their eyes. United's backline has been shaky at times this season, and Delap will be desperate to impress. Not just to try and boost Ipswich's survival hopes, but also to potentially convince United into moving for him this summer. Full of pace and power, Delap had bagged 10 Premier League goals in 25 games this season and will be a real test for whoever lines up in United's backline. Manchester United must be wary of Manchester City clause. Wednesday's audition for Delap may well tempt United into firming up that interest and making him a top summer target. There is a potential problem, though, as Manchester City hold a buyback clause on Delap. Pep Guardiola can bring Delap back to the Etihad Stadium and may well fancy signing him as competition for Erling Haaland in attack. Hailed as an incredible finisher by Guardiola, as quoted by the Daily Mail, Delap is bound to be on City's radar after an impressive season. Delap would surely have a greater shot at first-team football at United, and Wilcox's connections to the striker could be vital to any deal. United will be favourites to beat Ipswich, but Delap poses a major threat, and we have no doubt that Wilcox will be paying close attention to his performance. Napoli ready to sign Rasmus Højlund, but eyeing cut-price move. Napoli are reportedly interested in signing 22-year-old Manchester United striker Rasmus Højlund in the summer transfer window. According to a report from TalkSport, Serie A giants Napoli are hoping to sign Manchester United striker Rasmus Højlund for a cut-price deal in the summer transfer window. Manchester United paid £72 million to sign the Danish international over 18 months ago. However, he has not been able to live up to the expectations since the move to Old Trafford. He needs to move on in search of regular playing time, and a move to Napoli could be ideal for him. However, the Serie A outfit could be priced out of a move for him. Rasmus Højlund is unlikely to be a cheap acquisition, and Manchester United will not want to sell him for a knockdown price. In addition, recent reports have claimed that he wants to fight for his future at Old Trafford. Manchester United will be fully aware of the fact that they will not be able to recoup the money they paid for the Denmark international. However, they should still look to demand a substantial amount of money for him. Meanwhile, Napoli need to bring in attacking reinforcements, and signing a quality striker will be one of their priorities. Victor Osimhen is currently out on loan, and the Nigerian international will be sold permanently in the summer. Napoli need a reliable goalscorer at their disposal. Return to Italy could be ideal for Rasmus Højlund. Højlund has previously proven his quality in Serie A, and there is no doubt that he could be an exceptional long-term acquisition for the Italian giants. Perhaps a fresh start would be ideal for the striker as well. The opportunity to return to Italy could be exciting for the player. The youngster knows the league well, and he will be able to settle in quickly and make an immediate impact. Napoli could provide him with the platform he needs, and they could bring out the best in the player once again. The talented young Denmark international has the ability to perform at a high level. However, he has not been able to deliver in the Premier League so far. A return to his comfort zone could be ideal for him. What are your thoughts on this latest news? Drop your comments below. I'd love to hear what other United fans think about these developments. Glory, glory, Man United!